And my favorite part, I think, about this whole mag system is just how easy it is to load in the mag. First, it started jamming, and then it moved from jams to barely even shooting out the barrel. It barely even falls out the barrel. It went down right down there. Hello everyone, Rickosaurus227 here. There is a few things your blaster can have that are wrong. The Spectrum from Dart Zone is a great example. The blaster itself does have a lot of surface level issues, but in general, it's still a great blaster that can still do what you want and can be very reliable. I guess what I'm trying to say is you can mess up on a lot of areas, but the one thing you cannot mess up in, the one thing is your blaster just has to work reliably. If a blaster does not work 100% reliably, or just at least reliably for the most part, then you know you have a pretty bad blaster, and unless you can fix it, it's not worth getting. While this is an extreme case of a blaster being great in almost every area and not working, it is a bad blaster. Let's find out why. Alright, before I get into the big problem that absolutely kills this blaster, let's do a basic overview, starting with the grip. The grip is small, but it's pretty good. It's not like, it's like a good shape, and the thumb hole doesn't feel irritating or anything, so it's pretty fine overall. The grip is a bit small in girth though, but it's still fine. It's not bad by any means at all. The stock is a bit short as well, but again, it's like Retaliator size, so it will be fine. It's serviceable for sure. The mag release is nice and crisp, and my favorite part, I think, about this whole mag system is just how easy it is to load in the mag. It's really well done because the mag is legit tapered near the end to fit in here really nicely. There's a tack rail right up here on top where you could actually put two scopes if you want, which is kind of goofy, but I like it. They actually put a little bit effort into the detailing of the blaster, which I like. The colors and overall shape are great. It's a very comfortable foregrip here. The trigger is nice and almost clicky, which you don't see a lot for a blaster like this, and yes, it is a metal spring. There's a little button here on the side to unclear jams, but you're going to need a lot more of this button later on. You'll see what I mean. And overall, it's a very simple blaster. It operates how you'd expect. And I actually like this new in-series mag. It's a very simple and easy load-in. You can actually see just exactly where the darts are supposed to go in instead of it telling you to, even though it does tell you to. And the mag is really nice quality. Now, it does operate like a rival or ultra speed mag, so a dart will pop out once you release it, but just shoot all the ammo and you'll be fine. Then you prime it and fire. The prime is actually very smooth and pretty sturdy. And it gets about 90-ish FPS, and it seems to fly the furthest and the most accurate out of all the in-series blasters, which is cool because it's a sniper. This is almost a perfect blaster in my opinion, for a perfect baseline blaster, if you will. But what's the problem? Well, let me just tell you right off the bat, this is the second one I got. I actually have another one right here. This is the first one, and I gotta return this to Amazon, because when I got it, I noticed some issues, some really big issues. First, it started jamming, and then it moved from jams to barely even shooting out the barrel, and then not shooting out the barrel at all. Now, it fluctuated in between those, and every now and then you get a good shot, so it's very inconsistent with how it works. And based off other reviews, I immediately assumed, oh, I got a limit. Fine. Then I got my second one. The first two magfuls shot perfectly fine. Then the third one came around. Then the fourth. And it started having the same issues, and it got even worse. I'm telling you, the jams and misfires I got with these two have been so bad that it makes the N-Strike blasters from back in the day look like refined, beautiful masterpieces. Which is something that is inexcusable. But before I continue and start ranting about how mad I am about this, let me just show you the footage. as you can see, very straight shots, and with brand new darts, I have no issues at all. There's a little fishtailing at the end with some of them, but overall, actually all the shots are very straight and very far for what it is. Alrighty, we got the lowest grouping of darts at 58 feet, the middle grouping at 68, and the very furthest one at 74. Alright, so as you just saw it shoots pretty fine with, actually shoots perfectly with brand new darts. Now I'm going to be shooting a couple mags with used darts, and you should be able to see the difference. Right there, just got a misfire. Nothing in the barrel. The dart is still down in there. And exactly what I was talking about. It is like barely in there. It seems to be bent just slightly, and we'll reprime it. And it shoots, but it doesn't shoot as far as the others. Now, I would think this is an individual problem with darts, but I'll use other darts that shot far, and it has the same problem. It seems to only work good with brand new darts, which really sucks. And again, we'll get a few good shots. And then we got a squib like that. Now, this is a problem. I've tested 2 of the other in-series blasters, and they haven't had any problems with used darts going less further. The darts are very durable. It seems that unless you have completely brand new 100% crisp darts, you're not going to get any good shots out of this. Another mag of used darts to demonstrate again. And another missed shot. Primed and everything, the dart is right in there. I didn't prime it too fast, I primed it just right. And you can see we have the dart jamming. It barely even falls out the barrel, it went right down there. Here's my problem with the Pinpoint. I thought this would have been the best in-series blaster I ever got. I thought it would actually be the best in series. When I first got it, the first hour of me having it, I was genuinely overjoyed by how fun and cool this thing was. And when I actually got to the testing, then I soon learned the problem. You know, I haven't seen any other people experience these issues. But I will be quite blunt here, I don't know what their testing procedures are, or how extensively they tested it besides the brand new darts. Now don't go commenting and say, oh, you just got 2 limits, it just was a coincidence. It can't be a coincidence. It can't be. The fact that I got 2 limits in a row means that you're probably going to be gambling on whether you're getting this blaster or not when you order it off of Amazon. You're going to look at that, you're going to look at the blasters on Amazon, you're going to be like, this might not be good. I'm telling you right now, it should be informed with this decision. The fact that I got 2 in a row, and they were both as bad, arguably the second one was worse, it really worries me. It worries me a ton, because this blaster was the one that I was the most hyped for. And I haven't seen any issues with the other in-series blasters. I will have you know, none of the others had issues quite like this. The fact that you're going to have to be gambling whether you get a functional blaster, a functional product off of Amazon is bad. Nerf, I hope this was just a genuine mistake, and I hope we don't see more stuff like this in N-Series, because guess what? It's not going to be the proprietary dart type that kills N-Series. If anything kills N-Series, it's going to be stuff like this. This is what we really don't want. Now, there's a few people who are saying, oh, it's the ammo type that sucks. No, what we want is good quality products that work well and do their job correctly. That's the main thing you have to have. And if this keeps happening, it's going to kill N-Series. The chances of me getting 2 lemons in a row, it's possible. It's within the very slightest 1% realm of possibility. But the fact is, I would be careful buying one of these. And I can't give it a high rating because the fact that I got 2 and they both were absolutely horrible with how they worked with used darts, I can't give this a high recommendation, guys. I would say be very cautious. It does look cool, and it is a great shell. And I actually will be making a follow-up video if I do fix this. I'm going to try to fix it. I'm going to try to document it, and I'm going to make a video about how to fix this problem. But I would say be cautious buying one of these. I would say check out some of the other in-series stuff, because I'm really upset. This thing looks good, and I'm hoping it may just be the AR, the way the air restrictor is designed. We'll have to see. I don't know. We'll find out. But it is a problem right out of the box, and that makes me upset. But if you can get anything out of this, it's definitely one thing. Test your blasters before you review them. Put them through a testing procedure. It doesn't even have to be anything big. Just put them through a testing procedure. Check out for faults. Maybe shoot some slightly used darts out of it. You want to get familiar with your blaster. You want to, test it out and see if it's good. I did not do that with a certain blaster a while back. It was actually, I don't even think I have it in the studio, but it was the lock and load. I straight up just gave it a recommendation because it had a lot of attachments. But the blaster itself was absolutely horrible and turned out to be one of the worst Nerf blasters ever made, especially later on and just looking at it closer. So I've been guilty of that myself. It's just good to test a blaster before you put it out as a review. So that's a little advice to anyone watching this. Test out your blaster, just a little bit even. Just make sure there's no problems with it. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say. I want to give this, if it actually worked like it should and none of the shots jammed, it would be like a 9 or 8 out of 10. Maybe even a 10. I really love the way this blaster is and how it looks and how it feels. But I, in good conscience, can't give it a high rating. I'm probably going to give it a 3 out of 10. Because everything else is good except for the fact that we're getting constant issues with it. And that is my current rating. If by some miracle I got 2 lemons in a row and I end up getting another one down the road a few months from now and it turns out to be fine, I might make a follow-up video. Who knows? But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this review / side rant. I really want this to be good. I really wanted this to be good. And I hope we don't see more of this during the continuation in series. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Hopefully it works. Where's the dart? All I want is to work for just this one shot.
My junk drawer, my junk drawer. So many things I don't know what they're for, but I won't let it go. No, I will add more useless little things to my junk drawer.